Hi guys. So I've been putting um off why I broke up with the fiance for a while now. Like I broke up with him April of 2022 and it's November 2nd of 2023 now. But I think I can talk about it now. So I would say the main reason we broke up was just because our differences, and um towards the end I realized that a lot of my problems were coming from the relationship with him. And so I was seeing a therapist whenever I went to University of Wyoming for school. So um they gave me a relationship quiz to fill out, and it was like, check this if you feel this is what you're going through, and it'll have different statements if you agree with them or not. But I realized there were some things that could be seen as domestic violence. And whenever I looked at the paper, which I have in front of me, I was very in shock for a little bit. Um we Every couple has different opinions. That's just how it happens. Like, unless it's a very rare situation where you find like the perfect person and they agree with you on everything, which I don't know if that's so perfect after all. But it maybe I don't know. Um, but he told me, like, I never really wanted kids. I'm still like, if it happens, okay, but like, I don't actively want kids. Especially not right now. And he his main thing was, if I got pregnant and decided to keep it, it was on me. He would still date me and stuff like that, but it would not be his responsibility in his mind. Like, he wouldn't play with it or anything because it was my choice to keep it. His choice would be the other alternative. So that was one thing that I realized that was not okay in my mind. Like, I'm all for pro choice. Have the baby if you want, or don't. It's fine with me either way. I'm always excited for people to have kids if they want the kids, you know? I just want people to be happy. And I want the things that come to them to be good. But yeah, there was that. And on the relationship quiz, I found out that I was intimidated by him, and I was scared to confront him, but I'm scared to confront literally everybody in my life. I had to tell him when I was going out, which is understandable. Like, you want to know when your person's going out. But, like, I had to keep in touch with him while I was out and everything like that. And at, actually, a few times, he would keep calling me and texting me until I left the place because he did not want me to be there. But I was just trying to socialize. He would tell me what I couldn't wear whenever I wanted to go out. He was trying to plan my life from a whole different state and control my life from a whole different state. Because we were long distance for most of our relationship. He would give me an ultimatum sometimes. Like, if you hang out with these people, I'm breaking up with you. Even though he had never met the people. But that was his main point. He never met the person, so he didn't trust them. I don't have any trauma from this ex, but I have trauma that happened during kind of the time of relationship, but I'm not allowed to talk about that because court. Maybe one day. But just not right now. He kept me isolated from other people, and that can be a very dangerous sign that could turn into domestic violence if you let it go on. And yeah, no matter how I felt, he would always like use baby talk with me to make me feel better, and he would just treat me like a child. And he told me sometimes that he treated me like a child because I was acting like one. But how are you supposed to act after a trauma happens and you're not allowing the person to be sad? I feel like unresolved trauma is where partying and just a lot of like it being out with people comes from. That may not be the case for everybody. Some people genuinely enjoy that. I believe that. But I believe the trauma and being in a new place, not knowing anybody, led me to wanting to be social and just keep my mind busy. So those were some of the reasons that I had to end it with him. Because it wasn't like I didn't love him. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't mind. Don't mind. It was just an interesting almost 4 years with him. And sometimes I think, maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe I was wrong for doing it. But then I will see text messages that I still have screenshots of on my phone, and it makes me so upset. either very angry or very sad, and sometimes just sick to my stomach. He always wanted me to send inappropriate pictures to him, no matter how I felt. And I didn't always want to, but I felt like I had to keep him. It wasn't too long after I moved to Wyoming that I was diagnosed with the borderline personality disorder. And I learned that the main thing of that is the fear of abandonment. And I know a lot of things in my life have been allowed to happen because I am so scared that people will leave. And that's something that I've been trying to work on for a while now. It's still very hard because I like to be social and I like to have fun with people, but I don't want them to leave. I wish I could talk about the trauma and warn people, but I'm not allowed to. Not until court's over. We haven't been to trial about it yet. And it's been 2.5 years now. Alright, guys. I think that's it for now. Bye!